Hi guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise, here to do another pick a card reading. Ooh! Today's reading is all about the full moon in Virgo and getting your full moon messages. So exciting. So before we begin, make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below, tell me if any of it resonates with you. Also, make sure that you do check me out on Instagram. My handle is Witch of Boise, and that's all one word. And check out my website, witchofboise.com. So if you find this reading and you want your own reading, you can definitely book a reading with me through my website, witchofboise.com. All right, so we are on the full moon in Virgo messages. This is our pick a card for today. And the full moon is going to be happening on Saturday, February 27th, 2021. So if you find this video and it's after the fact, you're being guided today to watch this. So this is a timeless reading. But also, if you find another full moon that is in Virgo, this does apply to that as well. But again, it is very much timeless. And these are general readings. So if they resonate with you, that is awesome. I want to hear all about it in the comments. But make sure you do watch if it doesn't resonate with you. Make sure you watch all three of the readings and see if there isn't a message within those that you are being guided today to watch. So, like I said, general reading, and then also if love becomes a part of the reading today, my default is reading to a female about a male, so pronouns are interchangeable. He's can be she's can be he's, he, she, them, they, whatever applies into your life. So we're going to get started. This full moon in Virgo that's coming up is on a Saturday. So I found some really good spells if you are a witch or you want to do some sort of manifestation. Saturdays are really great for home-related issues, future projects, committing to goals, personal goals, and releasing energies or things. And it's all about endings. And so that's endings of bad habits, bad relationships, all of that. So that is a perfect time to do that spell work. And since it is the full moon, it is good for any sort of spell work or manifestations. This is also a time to illuminate what is your blessings in your life and making sure that you are celebrating them. So that's why those full moons are so special. Okay, so we have number 1, which is Opal. That's number 1. Number 2 is going to be the Moonstone. And then number 3 is Citrine. So pick a cat, any cat. We're going to start with number 1, and that is Opal. And that is Joy. So you had 2 songs come up on this reading when I was pulling these cards, and it was Old Ash by Maps and Atlases. And you can find all of these songs that are in all of my pick-a-cards. Just look me up on Spotify, and it will be linked also in my website. So make sure you do check out my website, witchofboise.com, and you can find all of these songs. And then your second song was Harvest Moon, which is one of my absolute favorites. It wasn't by the original artist Neil Young, but it was actually by Scott Matthew, or at least performed by, that came in. Beautiful song. Okay, so for your tarot cards, you have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Then you have the 9 of Cups. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles. Clarifying that Knight of Wands is going to be the 8 of Wands. And clarifying the 9 of Cups is going to be the 9 of Cups in reverse. And then for our 5 of Pentacles, we have it being clarified by the 7 of Swords. So this is pretty much telling me where it's be careful of what you're trying to manifest. You need to make sure that you're looking at all of the different options and all of the aspects of it. So if you're trying to manifest a person into your life, you're going to be successful with it. But however, if you're not looking at the full picture, this person might not be the right person for you. So you're manifesting them in, but it's just not the right fit. So it's just making sure that you're really cognizant and making the right choices into what you are trying to manifest in this full moon. Now, I feel like that there is a person or an energy, maybe even travel, and that you're trying to get into your life. So if you're single, looking to mingle, it just seems like it's pretty barren and there isn't anyone coming towards you, but that is going to be changing because of that 8 of Wands. And it's going to be changing pretty quickly. And this is the same thing for maybe travel plans, things like that. So it's not necessarily that person coming into your life, but it can be creating more travel and things like that. Now, with your finances, they haven't been great, but the biggest issue is you yourself. So you need to make sure that you are putting healthy boundaries on, hey, am I just spending because I'm bored or I'm sad, or I'm using spending habits as an emotion balancer. So it's making sure that you are building healthy boundaries with your finances, and this isn't going to last forever. So again, it's making sure that you aren't hyper focused on this. It's just putting those boundaries in place and just living your life with joy right now. It's such a beautiful energy. So then you got Eagle 1, 44 Hummingbird, and then 25 Fox. And so what these mean, the eagle is spirit. So spirit is with you right now. You're being guided to do you. And it's just making sure that you are making the right choices and things like that. And if you need to call upon spirit, they will be coming to visit you and guiding you into the right direction. So like, let's just go back into the scenario that you're trying to manifest a person in your life and they aren't right. Before you start doing your whole like law of attraction, spell work, manifestations, ask spirit if it's right for you, and they will talk to you. They will tell you if it is right and you should proceed, or what the other options are. So definitely call on to spirit. 44, this made me so happy. This is Hummingbird, and this is also joy. So right now, your message is living your life with joy and looking at your blessings and really celebrating them. So, and that's going back to that full moon energy, where it is just illuminating what we have and what we already have and what we don't really need, and celebrating our blessings. And then we have number 25, which is Fox, and this is about camouflage. So this is being able to adapt in any sort of situation. So again, if you're living your life with joy and something kind of comes in and puts a wrench in what you're normally used to, it's making sure that you can handle it and that you can adapt to those changes. Then you got oh my gosh, I feel like I'm having a stroke. Yemanya, and that is golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So I apologize for butchering that. And this energy is telling me that there is things that are going to be coming into your life, and this is the golden opportunity to actually take it. So you need to, the important doors are opening for you right now, and you need to walk through them. So when you get these opportunities and you see them, don't hesitate. It's just walk through them, and don't be afraid of that change, because that adapting Fox energy is going to help you through it. All right, then we got number 24, and that's Waning Crescent 1, and that's protection. So this is a confirmation that you're being divinely guided and you have this protection, and I'm getting it from spirit. So again, it's making sure that you have that joy energy and that you put the trust in spirit and in the universe, and you are being protected. Then we have Tree, which is grounding. So when we are doing our manifestations with that 9 of Cups, and you're going to be receiving what you're wanting, because you're living your life in joy and you're following spirit and all of this, but it's also making sure that you are grounding yourself. It's not, don't try to manifest, I'm going to be winning like $1 billion and da da da, you know. It's making sure that you are grounding yourself into what is real for you. And it's also stepping outside and being in nature and really grounding yourself into Mother Earth. And then we have the Knot of Isis. And this is part of your spiritual destiny involves a relationship with the goddess. This means that not only do you have an important spiritual task of helping her thrive in this world, but you are afforded her power, protection, and abundance too. You're deepening your connection to the goddess. So anytime that this talks about deepening your connection with Isis or with a goddess or anything like that, I usually take that as the universe or even spirit if you're not into worshiping deities and things like that. But this is just telling you that you are getting this spirit power, you're getting protection, and you're getting abundance. So again, it's just keep up what you're doing. And again, you have that double instance of joy. And you have the double 9 of cups. So again, that is that like you can get anything that you want and that you're wishing for, because the 9 of cups is our wish card. But with it in the reverse, it's be careful what you wish for, because you might have a consequence of what you're trying to manifest into your life. And then we have number 32, 8th house, endings and beginnings. So this is telling us, especially this is resonating with that card, that 5 of Pentacles, that you're going to be ending a cycle. You're ending a frugal or barren time of life, and you're actually starting one with abundance. So again, it's just making sure that you have your mind right and also living with joy. One thing that really, really bothers me with some of the people that interact with me through social media and the Witch of Boise is they talk about what they don't have. Like, I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have friends. I don't have this, that, and the other. Well, you keep saying that, and so you're putting it out there in that negative energy. You're putting that to the universe, and the universe says, okay, that's what you want. Here you go. So it's making sure that you are ending these toxic energy of saying that I don't have this, I don't have that. Because guess what? That is what is blocking you from getting that abundance. All right, guys, that is it for number 1. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe. Also, comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. I love to read your comments, and we are on to number 2. All right, number 2, you chose Moonstone, and that is cycles. The Moonstone is a stone of new beginnings. It calms over reactions to situations and emotional triggers. And you also had 2 songs in when I was pulling your cards. The first one is Life's a Gas by T. Rex. And the second one was The Same Ghost Every Night by Wolf Parade. Both really cool songs. Then you have the 8 of Wands being clarified by the Ace of Swords. You have the King of Pentacles being clarified by the 5 of Swords. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse being clarified by the 3 of Swords. And then you have the 10 of Swords being clarified by the Star in reverse. So this is a really, really interesting reading. So Moonstone's about cycles. This is about endings and beginnings and starting over. And I feel like that there is going to be something that is coming in close to this full moon where you are cutting through the BS and you're actually seeing what the situation that you're in that keeps going and going and going, and it's not right. So there's a masculine energy here, and it feels like that I'm getting more of this on the masculine side. So if you are a female, be prepared that you might be getting broken up with. And I'm really sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but this is going to be something where they are cutting something. They are severing it. And this can even be a decision, infidelity, something that is like that, where they are ending this relationship. And however, this can be also something where it happened on the feminine side, because we have that Queen of Cups in reverse, and that tells me that this is someone that doesn't listen to their intuition, that is blocking all of the red flags, and they don't want to see it. And they are hurting themselves by doing that. They're breaking their own heart. And the final thing is the 10 of Swords. And this is actually like a backstabbing, a betrayal. Something has not healed. And something has just been like swept underneath the rug and hasn't been let out. So it feels like that there is going to be something where whatever this betrayal, this heartbreak that happened, is going to be opening this wound up. And it is with two individuals, a masculine energy and a feminine energy. And it just feels like the feminine energy, head in the sand, doesn't want to deal with it, doesn't want to do anything. And they could have honestly been the one that had infidelity or was the one that was betraying. And it just feels like the masculine energy is just done with it. And they are cutting it. And it's going to be a success for them. But in the long run, they're heartbroken. And it just feels like this situation, no matter what it is, it just sucks. It's just a really crappy situation. Then you got number 19, and that's Buffalo. This is prayer and abundance. So right now is the time to really get into your prayer. And that doesn't necessarily mean like, when I hear prayer, just at least with my growing up, I was in a Methodist home. So you think about like kneeling by your bed and like praying. But this is also like affirmations and things like that. This is talking to spirit and talking to the universe or talking to your spirit guides, anything like that, where you need to get some guidance and you need to get that spiritual backup plan pretty much. Because it just feels like this energy, this just heartbreak energy just keeps happening over and over again. And this can be with different people, but I'm really thinking that this is just a single relationship. And it's just like, it's always like a breakup and the makeup. Or it's just always in turmoil. And then there's really, really good times and really, really bad times. Then you got Sakhamet. Be strong. You're stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. And that just tells me where it's having the strength to cut this tie, to stop this cycle. Your Moonstone is all about cycles. It's all about that, like the circle of life and things like that, where it's time to be strong and break this cycle and move on. Get out of this ick. And you both, it's not a one-sided thing. So you both are just really, really heartbroken over it. And it's time to be strong and remove yourself from that situation. Then you have number 35, Thunder Moon, and that's change. So it's time to change. It's time to change this cycle. And then you got Dreamtime Creation. So for me, this is creating a new outcome. This is also getting into your creative outlets. With the prayer and abundance, this is creating a space where you can actually do prayer without having to bring in a lot of religious aspects in it. So it's creating a scrapbook, creating a dream board, a journal, a bullet journal. You're creating something of what you're wanting your life to be and not allowing this energy to keep coming back into your life. Then you have life restored. Spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. So this is all about cycles. Again, whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into life. Just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so too will you rise again, healed and renewed. And that is totally what it is. So just so you know, like once this partnership does break, you can actually live again. You can get this energy back. You can get what you had beforehand, and you can actually start to feel more like yourself than you have been in this relationship. Then you have the Cartucci, and that's choose to release that which would lower your vibration into fear. Come back to love. Stay true to yourself, and you shall inspire others to think or speak more positively when they are around you. Invoking the power of speech in your words for your strength, protection, and spiritual growth will work effectively for you. So again, this is something where it is journaling, and that's a big part of it. It's speaking your mind, journaling, doing all that. And you're going to be coming back to love. You're going to be staying true to yourself. I feel like there's an energy, especially with the feminine, because her head's in the sand. She hasn't been herself for a while because she's been stuck in this relationship. Then we have the flower of life. You are entering a fertile period of your life. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative, which there's that creation, a creative being, to surrender your control over how things will manifest instead of allowing them to do so. Do not resist change. Instead, go with the flow and let it happen. Now's the time for your blossoming. So again, it's if you're having a change where this energy is cutting this and it's a completely different change, it is time to accept it and allow it. Then we have 42, which is South Node, life debts. This is a karmic relationship. What this cycle is a karmic relationship, and you need to break it in order to repay back life's debts. So do not resist this change that is happening. Do not go back to this person. Cut this cycle and move on. All right, that is it for number 2. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe. Also, comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. We are on to number 3. All right, number 3, you chose Citrine, which is abundance. Your first card is Ace of Cups in reverse, the Fool in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Temperance in reverse. Clarifying the Ace of Cups is the 6 of Pentacles. Clarifying the Fool is the Mother of Wands or Queen of Wands. What's clarifying the 10 of Pentacles in reverse is the Tower in reverse. And then what's clarifying Temperance in reverse is the Moon. Very interesting energy that's happening here. So this is telling me that maybe you haven't felt like you've been in abundance in a lot of areas in your life. So spiritually, romantically, family life, you're wanting new beginnings, but it never seems to happen. It doesn't seem like you are having any sort of start, it's like you're wanting all of this abundance, you're wanting all of this stuff to happen, and it just feels like you're stuck. Well, there is blockages to all of these. So it's making sure that you are opening yourself up into giving and receiving. So if you aren't giving anything, guess what? You're not going to be receiving anything. So it is time to open that energetic exchange. Now, also, it is time to be creative. Get yourself out there. Get your social butterfly energy on. I'm sorry. That was ridiculous. Oh my gosh. That was like a little tricycle. Someone put a motor on a tricycle. Anyways, but it's time to be creative like that guy. And getting yourself out there and going and volunteering and doing things like that. Now, the family life with the Tower in reverse, this tells me that there hasn't been a moment and it needs to happen, is a Tower moment where it's accepting and allowing or what you will not allow or accept in your life. And I just get the sense that some of your family members do not care. They do not care about your boundaries, I should say. And they're going to do whatever they want to do, and they're very selfish. Well, when you don't want that in your life and you don't want that energy, that's when you need to put your foot down and say, hey, guess what? I don't accept this, and I don't accept this behavior in my life. So there just seems like you are coasting on a lot of stuff. And so this is a moment where you need to really signify what you believe in and just put it out there. Now, with the spiritual aspect, because I see Temperance, and this is also like a moderation thing. So maybe you've been drinking or indulging too much, eating too much, that kind of thing. There's other issues that are at play with that, but tarot is not going to tell me what that is because it has the Moon. So this is something that you need to really discover and really explore on your own and really connect with your spirit guides. Start talking to them, start having them send you messages. And a lot of that, just all you have to do is start talking to them. And I know it feels like you're a crazy person, and you know what? Who cares? You're talking to spirit, and everyone else can just go away. So it's just making sure that you are connecting into that spiritual aspect in order to get into that spiritual zone that you're wanting. All right, then we have Otter, and that's number 8. That is women energy. So this is really talking to our feminine aspects. So if you are a guy or binary or non-binary, you want to really focus on the feminine aspect of yourself. So this is just really honing in on it. This is where all of your blockages are in order to create the citrine abundance. Also, I wanted to add too with citrine that this is the power of the sun, and it's a powerful cleanser, regenerator, and energy, and it energizes every level of life. And also, you had 3 songs that came on this reading. The first one was Stand Up by Ludacris. The second one was Latin Simone, Que Pasa Contigo by Gorillaz. And then you had Space Girl by Frances Forever. I just wanted to put that out there. I just got so flustered. That tricycle. So silly. Okay. Then we have Bast, which is independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So this is making sure that you are standing on your own and you're not being in a codependent energy where you are latching on, you're trying to grab onto other people's energies. It's time to stand solely on yourself in order to let those energies be open. Get that energetic exchange open. Then you have Freya, which is bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. And that is just that, where it's being independent and bold. So again, with this family energy, it's being bold enough to call people out on their BS. And just, I'm not going to allow this. I'm not going to allow this into my life. And being bold and standing up for what you believe. And also, it's taking a risk or taking a chance by going out and meeting new people. Of course, safely, depending on like where you live and guidelines and all of that. But it's being bold in the sense of getting out of your box, getting out of your comfort zone. And then you have Zachil, which is medicine woman and your channel for divine healing power. And this tells me that you have this spirituality energy of being able to heal yourself. And this is something that you might want to explore as well. But also, this is a healing period. So you have all these blockages. It's time to heal them individually. And why are they blockages? You need to be asking yourself. And again, it's a really good time if you're tossing up the idea of going to a counselor or a therapist. This is your confirmation that yes, you do need to. And you need to just get past some of those blockages in order to move forward. And with counseling and things like that, they have the tools to help you unlock that issue. And especially if you're like, I don't even know where to start. I haven't had all this like traumatic stuff. I don't know where this is. Seriously, go talk to a professional and they'll be able to help you with that. All right, then we have 31, and that's Worm Moon, and that's faith. So it's having faith that you can get this, that you can have everything that you want. You can have all of the abundance. You just have to have faith. And again, it's getting into that spirituality and looking up like law of attraction and things like that, where that is having faith into the universe is going to give you what you're wanting. Or if you believe in God or Jesus or whatever, it's just using your faith and putting your heart into it. Where, you know what, even if it doesn't happen the way that I want it to happen, it's going to happen because that's how it is intended to happen. Then we have stone people, and that's vigilance. So this is also being able to not stand by, because it feels like you've just been standing by and not doing anything. It's being vigilant that you are doing this stuff, you're moving forward, you're meeting new people, but also being vigilant because not everyone is going to be good. You know, it's not everyone is going to be a perfect person or whatever. So it's just making sure that you are being vigilant by that. Then you have the dark healing chamber, and that is the most challenging task, is to take courage in both hands and journey within to meet our own dark self and begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light into it. The sacred purpose of any enemy, within or without, is to push us to venture inwards and seek and heal the darkness within. So again, this is that medicine woman. It's time to be healing things, and it's time to do that. Then we have 26, second house, owning. It's own it, girl. It's own your shit. It's own what you have done wrong. Own what you've done right. It's owning your own BS. So it's making sure that you're owning up to it. Own up to it. Then you have 47, Grand Cross, provoker. So again, this is that provoking. This is getting out there. And this is almost like being bold with that Freya. And with provoker, it's like kind of like poking the bear in a sense, but you're really needing a push, and you need to provoke yourself into doing that and to moving forward. So provoke yourself into stepping outside of your comfort zone because you've been there way too long. And then you have 44, solar eclipse, and that's revolution. So change is coming, abundance is coming, but you have to get out of your zone. So it just feels like you've been in a cocoon and you're just kind of sitting there complaining of like, well, I don't have this and I don't have that. And this is actually resonating from the reading number 1 at the end of it, where you don't want to say, well, I don't have a partner in my life. I don't have friends. I don't have this. I don't have that. If you keep putting that out there, then guess what's going to come back to you? Just that. You're not going to get that partner. You're not going to get those friends. So it's changing your energy level and being more positive in the sense of, you know what, I don't have friends right now, but I will. You know, I am a good friend and I deserve to have friends. Or I can be a really good partner and I deserve to have a good partner. So it's putting that energy into your life instead of looking down on it, because that is where your blockages are. All right, guys, that is it. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of it resonates with you. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Check me out at witchofboise.com. You can book a reading from yours truly, or you can go check out my Instagram at witchofboise, and I do cards of the day almost every single day, and it's really fun. And I will see you later. Thanks so much for your support, and let's hang out soon. Bye.